Elizabeth Taylor wasn't just a Hollywood legend. She was Hollywood with her violet eyes, fierce spirit, and unapologetic allure. She commanded every screen she graced. But behind that beauty and charm lay a woman unafraid to break every rule in fashion, in love, and in life. When others played it safe, Taylor dared to be bold, scandalous, and unforgettable. She left little to the imagination. The world couldn't look away, even when it wanted to. Elizabeth Taylor's life was a masterpiece painted in bold, unapologetic strokes. From her very first moments in Hollywood, she was more than an actress. She was a phenomenon. Born in 1932 in London and raised in Los Angeles, Taylor's striking beauty was so captivating that she signed with MGM before she was even a teenager. By the time she starred in National Velvet at age 12, it was clear Elizabeth Taylor wasn't just destined for fame, she was destined for immortality. But as she grew, so did her reputation as the woman who refused to conform to Hollywood. As narrow expectations by the 1950s, Elizabeth had transformed from a child star into a woman who redefined glamour. She radiated confidence, sensuality, and independence in a way that made Hollywood both adore and fear her. Her roles in A Place in the Sun, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and Butterfield 8 didn't just showcase her acting talent. They revealed a woman who brought raw passion and defiance to every frame. She wasn't content to play the demure Anzio or the obedient wife. She wanted characters who burned, desired, and lived without apology. When Elizabeth Taylor appeared on screen, audiences didn't just watch, they were captivated, enthralled, and sometimes scandalized. But Elizabeth's power didn't stop at the silver screen. Her personal life became a saga that rivaled any Hollywood script. She married 8 times to 7 men, including hotel heir Nicky Hilton, actor Michael Wilding, producer Mike Todd, and most famously Richard Burton twice. Her romance with Burton, born on the set of Cleopatra, was a fiery, passionate affair that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Both were married to others when they fell in love, and their relationship became a worldwide scandal. Paparazzi followed their every move, and the Vatican even condemned their union as erotic vagrancy. But Elizabeth didn't care. She lived on her own terms, bold, wild, and unapologetically herself. Her fashion choices were just as daring. Taylor knew how to turn heads. Her diamonds, her plunging necklines, her luxurious furs, they weren't just accessories. They were declarations. Every time she stepped onto a red carpet, she made a statement. She was a woman who refused to be modest in a world that tried to shame her for her beauty and her power. The iconic violet eyes, the dark curls, the effortless elegance, it all combined into an image that was both intoxicating and intimidating. She left little to the imagination, not because she needed attention, but because she understood something deeper. Her body, her choices, and her image belonged to her, not to Hollywood's rules behind the glamour. Though was a woman of remarkable strength. Elizabeth Taylor battled health issues throughout her life, surviving near-fatal illnesses and numerous surgeries. She faced addiction, heartbreak, and public scrutiny, yet she never crumbled. When the AIDS crisis struck in the 1980s, she became one of the first major celebrities to speak out and raise millions for research and awareness at a time when few dared to associate with the cause. She turned her fame into a weapon for compassion, proving that beneath the diamonds and fame was a woman of profound courage and empathy. In her final years, Elizabeth continued to shine both as an actress and as a humanitarian. She embraced her age, her flaws, and her legacy with the same honesty that had defined her life. When asked once if she regretted anything, she famously replied, "I've been through it all, baby. I'm Mother Courage." Elizabeth Taylor's story isn't just one of beauty and scandal, it's one of resilience, rebellion, and self-ownership. She taught the world that a woman could be both sensual and strong, flawed and fearless. And even now, decades later, the world still can't look away. Because when Elizabeth Taylor lived, she didn't just make history, she was history, shining brighter than any diamond she ever wore.